Hi everyone, it's Karen here with a mixed media altered wooden anchor for 7 Dot Studio. Enjoy! I bought this wooden anchor decoration in a local store and I wanted to alter it with mixed media products to make it look as if it's an underwater sunken treasure. And I thought the Destination Unknown papers from 7 Dot Studios were the perfect color for what I wanted to do. I took some leftover pieces from the 6x6 paper pad and just ripped some other ones and started collaging them onto the background to create and have that really nice teal color in the background. I cut out pieces from different papers and just moved them around, ripped them. It didn't really matter because it was just to give the color to the background, and then I was going to put all the texture on top. Once I had enough pieces down on the background, I took some Prima Finnabair soft matte gel medium, and with my silicone brush I started applying it both behind the paper and on top and sealed it to the wooden background. So I would get those pieces to give color to my white wood. Once all the papers were stuck down with the gel, I took some stickers from the same collection, the Destination Unknown collection, and also sealed them to the background. I used different stickers just so I would have those images sticking out from underneath the background. I also used some die cut elements from the sheets that come from the collection. The nice thing about 7 Dot Studios is that it comes with the collection of the papers, and then you have stickers, word stickers, and also die cut elements and tags, so you can really use them for so many different types of projects. I continued adding lots of different elements, even on the side of the anchor, because I wanted to have texture and color everywhere. I even went and covered some of the area behind the top of the anchor, so I would have color inside that circle. Once I finished gluing all the elements to the background, I took some Prima Finnabair white sand texture paste and using a palette knife started adding it randomly around all the papers. I tried to use the paste to cover most of the edges so there would be no sharp edges anywhere. I tried to just add texture here and there to create this really nice, rich, textured background that I really wanted to have for this project. Then to add some more texture to make it look as if the anchor was really underneath the water, I took some soft matte gel from Prima Finnabair and the mini art stones and the regular art stones, and by dipping my paintbrush inside the gel and then dipping it inside both of those type of stones, which are some of them are small and some of them are big, I was able to create some texture around different areas. The larger stones, I tried keeping them really near the rope and in some areas to just really enhance that texture and make it look like barnacles that are really underneath the waters. I wanted to make this anchor as if it was really lost at sea for many years, and all the algae and all the mollusks and barnacles would just stick to it and it looks really authentic. So that's what I was able to do with all the texture in the mixed media. once all the texture was dry, which took a little while, and I let it dry for a few hours, I placed my anchor on top of some really dirty old rags, and then I started spraying it with color bloom spray from Prima. I started with the Dragonfly Blue and also added Brimstone Wings, which gave it a really nice shimmery yellowish color. I also used Fairy Pond and Deep Teal, and I just went around and added in different areas and combined them all to just create really nice effect. I also now added the fir needles, which is a little bit of a greenish tone, and all those colors together really helped bring the beautiful textures underneath to color and to life, and it looks like algae was actually stuck onto this anchor. Of course, an anchor wouldn't be at the bottom of the ocean if it wasn't rusted. So I used some alcohol inks in both the butterscotch and the caramel colors, and I started adding them in different places and then spraying with a little bit of water, and that created a really nice rusted look to the anchor in certain areas. So I went around randomly and just added them in different places to just create that really nice rusted effect. And even though I covered it and added a lot of texture, you can still see some of the papers from the 7 Dot Studio collection underneath, and you can see some of the images, and it makes it look really, really nice. Then I started adding some shells. I love collecting shells from different trips that I go on, or I just buy them. I love the different shapes, they're just so beautiful. So I wanted to add some shells to this because I love creating beach themed projects, and you can't have beach themed projects without shells. So I started playing around, and I also had some starfish that I've bought I think at Hobby Lobby, but I'm not 100% sure, but I'll link it below because I found some on Amazon as well. And basically I love adding these little starfish. They're so cute and they just add the perfect accent to any beach themed project. I took some Prima Finnabair heavy gel and used it to glue the shells and the starfish onto the background. Then I took some chipboard that was specially designed for the 7 Dot Studio Destination Unknown collection, and there were some seahorses and some fish, and I just sprayed them with the same sprays I had used before, which is the dragonfly blue and the brimstone wings, dried them a little bit, and then added them to the anchor. I also used a little seaweed plant looking chipboard that I felt matched the background perfectly. And I also inked it with the color bloom spray and then added it to the background. Again, I used the heavy gel to glue all the chipboard pieces to my anchor. Added one flare that was made for this collection as well, and one word sticker that was also part of this Destination Unknown collection from 7 Dot Studios. The word sticker says "Anchors Away," which is a perfect title for this project. The flare and the chipboard are actually made by Wow Studios for 7 Dot Studios, and they match the collections perfectly. As with every other project that I create with a beach theme, I always have to add some netting because I feel like it really looks as if it's part of the background. And I use the heavy gel to stick this netting around the anchor to create that really nice texture. Finally, I took some Prima Finnabair heavy white gesso and started adding highlights to the anchor. I added highlights to the shells, to all the embellishments, the starfish, and especially to the areas where I had added the art stones because it enhanced the texture and brought those beautiful highlights to the surface while keeping the darker colors underneath and creating that depth. you so much for watching. If you like my video, please share it with your friends and subscribe to my channel. Bye!